Welcome back to the channel. Here we are in 2d6 dungeon. We are up in town. We are visiting. We're going to heal to full health. We're going to sell some of our items and see what we can buy. So we gotta go to market. And I believe I had found, let's see, I found a rune. Yes. I found the Kirby's Balance rune here. And so we're gonna get that engraved onto our weapon. So we go to the market. We go to the engraver, and we don't need to visit the herbalist. We have a lot of herbs. So then we can choose either the tavern or the temple, and I'm probably going to go to the tavern. And there's also loot lockup, so we can dump a lot of our stuff off that we don't necessarily need in the dungeon, that we don't sell. So let's take care of that. We do need to get our bracers fixed. So let's head on in here. Let's close this for a moment. I made a nice little town for us to visit. It's totally unnecessary. We'll stop here and talk to this guy. Oh, that didn't do what I thought it would do. That's not gonna work. Alright, first stop is a market. What all do we want to get rid of? Oh, before we start selling stuff, I gotta remember, we need to check our bartering. There's also the liberating of prisoners, which we didn't liberate any since last time we visited. But, market bartering table. Let's see. For the market bartering, we roll 2d6, add adventurer level, and subtract precision. There's 6 plus 5, 11. And our precision was what? 3? 2. 11 minus 2 is 9. We did well and stood strong on a couple of deals. You add 10% of the sell price of loot, rounded up. So in general, loot sells half price. Gems sell for full price. Armor, scrolls, and potions, magic items are only worth half their purchase price before market bartering. So we're selling at 60% prices. I make an easier way to track my items. This is crowded. We need to thin the herd of items and make it so I can see what we're doing. We have a silver bracelet. We're going to start with the silver stuff, I believe. I think I have a lot of silver. There's a lot of gold piece stuff. Actually, there isn't that much silver. We'll weed out the silver stuff first. So there's a silver bracelet worth 7 silver pieces. And there is a copper pendant worth 10 silver pieces. That's it for silver. The copper pendant and a silver bracelet will sell together for a total of 10 silver. We'll take those off the board, add 10 silver to our sheet, and now we have a whole bunch of gold piece related items. There is a bracelet worth 14 gold pieces. There is 2 gold chains worth 23 gold pieces each. There's a silk sash worth 43 gold pieces, and another worth 42 gold pieces. There's a gold idol worth 39 gold pieces, and a gold chain worth 17 gold pieces, and half a gold symbol worth 9 gold pieces. I probably could save in case we find the other half, but I think I'm not going to worry about that. There's a gold amulet that we found earlier with some slots for gems that we tried to put gems into and nothing happened. That is worth 9 gold pieces. We'll add that, bringing us to 219 gold pieces total, and then we gotta get 60% of that. So we'll sell all this stuff for 131 gold pieces. Clean off our board. Back over here, we had 150, so we're up to 281. All right, now let's take a look at all of this other random stuff and see what we can sell it for. All right, we have 2 broken sword blades and Miscellaneous, we have a few things there that kind of relate. Don't think we're gonna get much for it. Alright, we have 9 pouches. We'll save 1. We'll sell the other 8. And those sell for 10 copper each. I just gotta remember to knock it down to 60% of the cost. We have some leather straps, which are 10 silver. I feel like there's a lot more miscellaneous items than there is on this list. But we can have a rough idea for guessing or setting up a cost for these things based off of the list. Some short wooden stakes. Feel like those probably sell for similar to the leather straps. We have a bunch of those. Quill feathers probably not going to be very much at all. So we'll sell the quill feather for 5 copper. Even though it's not on the list for anything. If a pouch is 10 copper, a feather or writing should be a little less than a pouch. We'll cut it in half. We can get the quill feather off of our page. I'm going to keep the stick of coal or charcoal because we can use that to write on walls if we need to. So our copper selling gives us 50 copper, bringing us up to 80 copper. That's actually 51 copper. Math. All right, let's get the silver things here. Stuff that costs silver anyway. I mean, some leather straps cost 10 silver pieces. I don't see why a broken sword blade wouldn't be about the same. I think we'll do that. Take the sword blades and apply 10 silver to them. We'll sell those off. And we have short wooden rods, which I'm going to sell for the same. There's 2 of those. We do have some leather straps. So there's 1 of those. A metal strip, which isn't going to be the same as metal plates. So I think I'm going to sell this metal strip for the same as leather straps. Oh, there's more wooden stakes. Why are they not? What's the difference between wooden rods and wooden stakes? I got 8 wooden stakes. We're getting rid of all of them. And we can sell all of that stuff for 84 silver pieces. We had 60, bringing us to 144 silver. Now we do have a low quality sapphire that we can sell for 4 gold pieces, and a medium quality garnet that we could sell for 16 gold pieces. I kind of want to save the 5 rubies for now. Yeah, if we don't use them before the next time we come back, we'll sell them next time. For now, I think we'll hold on to them. That's going to land us. Clear that down. That gives us 20 more gold, which will bring us up to 301. And we can do some conversion here. So 10 copper equals 1 silver. We can convert 80 copper into 8 silver, bringing us to 152. And then 10 silver equals 1 gold piece. And we can convert 150 silver into 15 gold. That gives us 316 gold pieces. Our ring of telekinesis, +1 to discipline and +1 to the fail of cast roll when using psyche magic, and it's permanent while it's in our possession. We will keep that here. It's good to know. I should probably note that someplace on the sheet. I do have a magic scroll, the mental whip that is psyche magic. So that's good. It'll help out with that. Let's head over to the engraver. Which is also a blacksmith. Let's get this Kirby's Balance Rune put on our weapon. Kirby's Balance Rune. This makes the weapon slightly more honed to balance. Adds 1 damage to 1 maneuver. This is transferable if that maneuver is ever swapped out. So let's give our heavy slash another +1. So it brings it up to +3. Kind of brings them a little closer together. Alright, and we can move that if I switch it. Let's bring our health back up. I should have did that sooner. And then we gotta get our armor fixed. What does it cost to fix that? That's a good question. What does it cost to get the engraving put on here? The engraver will etch magic runes you found onto your weapon at a cost of 10 gold pieces per rune. Pay for that. Well, I'm in town. I should be able to get it fixed for a little bit of money. I'm only seeing in the book about using or fixing things using inventive usage of a lot of the stuff I just sold off. I'm going to apply the amount or some of the money that I just sold those items for in order to fix my bracers. They are metal bracers. I had metal strip and leather straps, so some of that money's already been converted to other forms, so I'm going to knock 5 gold pieces off of here in order to fix my metal bracers. Let's wander over to the tavern. What kind of rumors we got going on here? Why is my roof coming in place? With tavern exploits, we have 2d6. And that would be a 5. The tavern is quiet this evening, but it does allow you to talk to Frida, tending the bar. She talks about some of the characters who've been in lately, including one group talking about finding another entrance to the dungeon and a distinctive stone that marks the spot. When you enter the dungeon again, you may exit that level 1 additional time. So we have a bit of level 4 left to go. We can exit one more time before heading down to level 5. I forgot to buy items. I came over to tavern before I bought items. I was going to look at armor, which I think we're okay with armor, actually. We'll just hold on to our money for now. We do want to do some loot lockup, though, and clean up my sheet some more. Oh, metal strip is still on there. I sold that. We have some ball bearings. We'll hold on to those. We have one pouch. We'll hold on to that. It's holding all of our Moloko leaves and stuff. We have a skull. Not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. We have some black feathers, which we're going to hold on to in case we need to make a donation to a god. We have a small bag of tea leaves. We have some bandages. We have some lock picks. We have a glass orb and some white feathers. Rat tail. Actually, like everything I have, I don't really want to get rid of. We're going to sort this out though. We have 2 glass orbs, so we're going to put those in the loot lockup until I think of something better for them. We only have 3 rations. I should have bought some rations, huh? We're going to need some soon. Well, we have another exit out of level 4, so we can always buy some rations next time we come back. Let's head back down. As we climb back down through the hole into level 4, it collapses behind us. So no more exiting through that hole, but we can find another one due to our rumor we found at the inn. Oh, let's see what we have for a dungeon. How much we have left anyway. We have an exit here that we can go to. And then there was a locked portcullis over here that we couldn't open. And a stone slab here that we couldn't open. A little dead area here that doesn't have any entrances to it. And there's a door up here. I think it's locked, and that's why I didn't go through it. I don't remember what the setting was, so if we come back over here, I'll have to we'll just find out how badly locked it is. There's a door here that's all collapsed over. I believe our road of choice is here. Over to this archway. Stepping through the archway into the room, we find something bizarre has happened here. The stone walls appear warped and twisted. You feel magic here you can tap into. You may charge one scroll, allowing you to use it twice. The room has archways, and there are 2 of them. And this is a one-time use room. So let's charge our mental whip. When I finally do decide to use it, we'll be able to use it twice. We'll just do a little X2 here. Alright, stepping through the first archway, we have a short hallway with 2 exits. We're going to continue ahead into here. What we find is the largest room I've rolled so far. It is a pillared hall. A number of pillars run the length of this dusty space. There's a metal burner here that hasn't been lit for a long while, but contains wood. And for our interrupt, the minute you step into the room, the floor tiles fall away, leaving large gaps. You jump from one stone to the next, make a precision check. 8. If you pass, it's only one attempt, that's what the parentheses is for. If you pass, you make it to a safe ledge. Failure means you take D3 plus 1 damage. And the floor flips to its normal state. There is one exit over here. That is a archway. Let's do our precision check. That is 4 plus 2 for a total of 6, and we needed an 8. So we take D3 damage. It is a 2, so we are going to take 3 damage. And I didn't correct the character here back to 50, or back to max. But we are at 47 out of 50. Make our way over here. Stepping through the archway into the room, what we find, we have a frozen grave. The room feels freezing. A coffin stands to one side. A white ambience creeps into the space. You must face a ghost. If you survive, you can search the coffin. And it's got a wooden door, one exit out. Let's orient for combat here. Bring the ghost forward. We're going to bring us forward. Get ghost. Ghost has 15 hit points. Ghosts appear in the form of their past lives, surrounded by white astral energies that channels their ferocity into the world. They viciously want revenge on all living. For maneuvers, it's got a spectral touch and a cold blast. The interrupts, we have static fusion, primary 2s and 3s, which is nothing we have, and it has a phase arm on secondary 6s, which is also something we don't have. So our attacks will not be interrupted. And their maneuvers is a 3-5 for spectral touch, and we have our metal bracers for the primary 3s, and our banded shield covers the secondary 5. So we get -4, and then the cold blast is primary 5 and secondary 4s, which we don't cover with our armors. Let's start combat with a throwing axe +2, followed by round 1 attacks. We have a primary 6 and a secondary 1, which is not affected by the interrupts. And the throwing axe +2. Throwing axes deal 6 damage, and this is a +2, so we get 8 damage on him. Oh, we can't see that. The glare. 8 points of damage, leaving him with 7 hit points left. And we are down 1 axe until I remember to pick it back up. Put that back away. And followed that with our sword slice here. That's a 5-5. We can change a 5 into a 3 to create a lunging thrust. And that's going to be 9 points of damage. Which immediately kills our ghost here. A ghost does not have any treasure on it. Didn't even get a chance to do anything. We do get 85 experience points, which we're at 2,749 plus 85 is 2,834. You can put the ghost away. There we go. And now we get to search the coffin. Lying clear to see in the stone base is a necklace lined with 4 medium quality gems. Roll on GM1 minus 2. Alright, we got 4 gems. We're gonna roll 4 times. They are all medium quality. We get... Alright, we have 2 garnets. We have 1 sapphire. And we have 1 emerald. I'll make a note of that necklace being there. The necklace itself doesn't have a money value, so it's probably junk. So actually, I think we'll put it on the other page with the... Make a note here. Or we'll just take the gems out of it, leave the necklace behind. Alright, with that room all taken care of, we have a door. We'll have to check and see if it's locked. Let's check that. And a 6. All types of doors are locked. Alright. We have a locked door. Difficulty is 11. And difficulty of 11. So let's see. We have some lockpick plus, or we have 1 lockpick plus 3. So let's use that. For picking the lock, we have 2d6 plus precision plus 3. Oh, good lord. Precision's plus 2, 5. It's only plus 8 total. Oh, our lockpick fails, and we're going to have to wait for somebody to open the door for us. We'll have to consume some rations to do the wait, but we also get to heal. And we'll have a patrol come through. Sit over here and wait for them. Alright, turn the AC on. Our patrol is going to be an offlet? What's an offlet? That's a 5, in case you're wondering. I know there's glare. So, let's see what this little... Oh, that's creepy. That over so we can read. I'm going to use this guy. Offlet are ancient giants of the old world, returned to the deep caves as undead beings, only to find the dungeon in its place. They wander the tunnels confused, aggressively seeking their lost home. For maneuvers, it's got grating claw and a crushing grip. We don't have any armor to protect against either of those. Interrupts, we have padded shoulder on a primary 5. It's minus 2, which would be our lunging thrust. And a swinging forearm on secondary 3s and 6s, the minus 1. So that's also our lunging thrust. So we're going to have a minus 3 on lunging thrust, making heavy slash actually do better against this guy. He's going to crush through the door, shattering it behind him. And we're ready and waiting for him. Start of combat round 1. We're starting off with a 6 and a 1. Which... with 3 shifts, we can turn that 1 into a 4 to create a heavy slash straight away. Dealing 7 points of damage. Over to the offlet's turn. Let's see what he can do. Starting off with a 6 and a 5. He's got 2 shifts, which he can turn the 6 into a 5 and the 5 into a 4. 1 shift each to create the crushing grip, which is a D3 plus 2. Max damage. Oh, oops. I didn't subtract his health. We dealt 7 points to him. bringing him to 25, and he just dealt 5 points to us, bringing us to 45. Over round 2 in our turn, we have a 6-3. We shift that 3 into a 4 to create another heavy slash, dealing another 7 points. And that brings him down to 18. Off let's turn for round 2. And we have a 1-3. With a 1-3 and 2 shifts, we can shift that 3 into a 2, creating a grating claw for another 4 damage. Bringing us down to 41 health. Chop around 3 our turn. We're starting off 3 with 3-1 and only 3 shifts. We can't do anything with 3 shifts for 3-1. So on to Offlet's turn. He's got a 4-1. 2 shifts, 4-1 is not going to be a hit either. Top around 4 our turn with 1 additional shift. We are running with a 5-5. 4 shifts. We're going to change the 5-5 into a 6-4 to make another heavy slash. That's been working good for us. And we go, max damage on him for that round would be 9. That brings him to 9 health. Off let's turn for round 4. And he's gonna hit us back with a 5-6. And that is easy for him to change that 6 into a 4 for a crushing grasp. And 5 more points of damage. Bringing us to 36 health. Our turn here in round 5 with 2 extra shifts, total of 5 for us. We have a 3-1 with a 3-1 and 5 shifts. What can we do? 2 shifts can change the 3 into a 5. And 2 more shifts can change the 1 into a 3. Leaving us 1 spare shift, but that's fine. We could not get to a heavy slash with only 5 shifts, so lunging thrust it is. Ordinarily be 5 plus 5, but with his interrupts we are going with a 5 plus 2 for a total of 7 points of damage. Bringing him down to just 2 health. He's holding on, but not well. It is Offlet's turn. And he's going with a 3-2, and he's got 4 shifts. So he can take the 3, turn it into a 1, creating a grating claws attack. Oops. And that is going to be 4 points of damage. Bringing us to 32 health. Top around 6 on our turn with 3 extra shifts. Total of 6 shifts for us. We have a 2 and a 1. 6 shifts we can take. 3. No, we can't make that go to a heavy slash. We would need 1 extra. So we'll go with another lunging thrust by shifting 3 points from 2 to 5 and 2 points from 1 to 3, leaving us 1 extra, and we deal 5 points of damage. He's only got 2 health left, so 5 will kill him. We have a big dead body blocking the door. Alright, we get to do a body search on him, and we also find a torque worth 3d6 gold pieces. 11 gold pieces for that torque. We'll put it here under the rat tail. Okay, for the body search table, we have 2d6 plus 1. 4. Oops, that's a 4. That will be 6. A bag lies beside the body. Inside you find twigs, Tacoma stems, and Scarlet Octavis. For experience points, we get 210. We're at 2,834. That would bring us to 3,044, correct? That, I'll put the offlet away so you can see. That brings us to level 6. 3,000 for next level. Level 6, we need to go to 5,000. At level 6, we have 3 maneuvers of level 2, 3 shifts, 3 discipline, and our perception comes up to 3. And we have 60 base hit points. Now with hit points, we have, when you level up, you gain 10 points, and your total increases by 10. So we're going to jump our health up to 42 and bring our total up to 60. There we go. And we gain another maneuver. So let's find out what we got. We could take a level 1 again or a level 2. Gonna go with something more in the middle. Let's go with a swooping spin with a 3-2 dealing a d6 plus 4. Okay. That's all put in there in place. We're ready to move forward. Alright, let's climb over his body and open this door. Well, he bashed through the door, so we don't have to open it, but we're gonna go through here. Change my camera angle. Let me enter into this room. This room has this chamber is lined with alcoves in which appear to be urns with noble name plaques. If I search them, there is an urn roll. But as I've been saying, I'm not digging through people's ashes. If something crashes out of them, I'll check it, but I'm not going to open an urn and dig through their ashes. Now we do have 2 openings with this room, and they are both archways. So let's look at the map as a whole. We don't believe this area is going to stay the way it is. We have portcullis that we can't get open, and then a stone slab, so unless there's a secret door, we're not entering into there. In this little area over here, there is a door here, so we could potentially go that way. But I believe the stairs down is going to end up being somewhere in this vicinity, over this way. We do have an extra chance to go back. This is all dead space here. Nothing. No entrances unopened over here. So, yes, if we can touch the outside wall, there is a chance we can go back to town one more time. So let's continue straight this way here. Straight across. See if we can get a room that touches the outside and maybe sneak around here. And just leave here alone. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Either the steps are going to be like over here or they're in this spot. We'll step through this archway here and enter into a room, which is a fairly large room. There's a circular pool here with raised edges. It seems to be full of ink. I may gather some if I have a correct container. Let's take a look. I have stuff. I think, yeah, I left the glass orbs back home. I don't think I have the right container anymore. I have a vial of ink already, so I don't really need more ink. I haven't found a use for it yet. So, and then we have an archway to continue on. Just leave that black ink alone. Stepping through this archway, we enter into the room. Is A long time ago, in this plain room, someone erected a grisly effigy to the god Miratani. We can make an offering to gain favor, but Miratani we already have maxed out. And then we get to roll on L2TR, which is a trap table. Let's see what we get here. 448. A large stone falls from above. If you have a heavy mace, you can smash it away. Otherwise, lose D3 hit points. We do not have a heavy mace. We are losing 1 hit point. The room has 1 exit and is an archway. We will circle the effigy and come over here. Now we are making it around. There's the door here that was locked that I failed to pick, which I think was in my lost episode. I tried to pick this lock and I failed to do so. I had these other doors I didn't use my lockpicks on. There are monsters in there that I can kill if I want some extra experience, but I have to unlock the gate to get to them. But before we get there, I mean, this door's locked, so we can't really get there easily. We'll have to go this way here. And we go through another archway and enter a room that is empty. There are long shadows cast across this empty space. You hear moaning in the distance. There's nothing here, but you feel a chill go down your spine. Being that we know there's a mummy right over here, that could be where the moan was coming from. Or maybe not. Let's see if this door is locked. It is a reinforced door, so on a 5 or 6, it's locked. We have a 3. Not a locked door. Let's find out what's in this corner. Opening this door up now, we enter the room, and we have an interesting turn of events. Here, we come across a cave-in. A ceiling is collapsed in this room, crushing a sarcophagus with a stone slab. If there are any exits, they are completely blocked, as if this is a dead end, and you find nothing here. I say interesting turn of events because I did have a door here. It is fully blocked, and this way over here was also a cave-in. So this whole corner seems to be caved in. There's something here in the middle, but it's blocked off. And because of that, we're going to have to backtrack. And as I mentioned, we'll have to backtrack, come through this archway, and we're going to find the stairs down over this way. Step on through this archway here, and what we find is a large room with an underground stream. There is a river here that the construction must have revealed. If you use the water, roll on L4 you end as a patrol comes. And because this room kind of fills in the big gap, I put our steps down here. That leaves us with a caved in area over here. An area here that has no doorways leading to it. And an area over here that is blocked with a stone slab and a locked portcullis that I could not get opened. So we're going down here. Now, as far as using the water, I don't have anything to like fill or carry it with. I don't need to clean anything. I could drink some, but really getting the patrol would be our last chance for a heedless if it was the regular patrol table, but it's not. It's the undead patrol table, which does not have a heedless listed in it. I don't think I'm going to use water. I was looking, I don't see heedless anywhere below level 4, so we're gonna miss out on completing that quest. That's gonna complete level 4 and also complete